What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and this is going to be the deck I should have brought to Nats. But I did play in side events with it and actually did pretty well. I won a few side events with it, and I'm kind of happy with it. But this should have been the deck I took to Nats, and someone talked me out of it, and that was the last thing that kind of happened. So I have no objections with the list, but what do you guys think? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it, shall we?
So first off, let's get into the deck profile. First, we are playing for Pagumon. So this Pagumon here is the one that on deletion, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a black Digimon, add it to your hand. So we have enough targets in the deck for it to be justified. You could go Doraemon. I am still on the fence on between Pagu and Dori, but both are valid Digitama this set. So I think either or will do you justice. So we play 4 of it. Next, we do play 3 Hagurumon, the EX1. This card is basically on play. Discard a cyborg or a machine. Draw you 2 cards. This card helps filter, speed you up a little bit, but because of the consistency with the deck, sometimes you can't just hard play this and hope. So sometimes you are digivolving in raising, and that does create some small friction of needing inheritables. So we kind of just go with 3 of it, because the other 3 cards we do play are 3 Chikorimon. Chikorimon here is just basically for that security effect. It is a black Digimon, Digitama. I think being able to digivolve that important swing in sometimes does help mess up their game strategy, and that can lead to being very powerful plays. And especially if they hit this with Dora Brickmon, that'll digivolve it, get off its big guy, and that will help us. And sometimes we just need outs to the OTKs, and this card can lead to being so. And then finally, we do play 2 of the vanilla Hagurumon. The reason why I play 2 of this is sometimes you'll get a bunch of memory off the Black War Greymon matchup after they use a Hades Force, and sometimes you didn't have that egg hatched, or you don't have a black source. You can play the Hagurumon for 2 cost and still be able to continue playing, and then you just go Machinedramon on their butt. So that's just very important for the deck, in my opinion. Next, let's get into the champions. We do play none other than 3 Tankmon. Tankmon is just that 1 cost evolve, and it's a cyborg in itself, so it's trashable, it's usable in all aspects of this card's needs for us to resource it. I don't want to play less than 3 non-cyborgs, so Chikorimon's the only non-cyborg or machine in this deck. Then we do have 4 Gardramon. This card is mostly in here for its inheritable, because of that when attacking, trash a cyborg or a machine, and you draw 2 cards. This cycles in very much nicely, especially depending on reveals and stuff like that. You could get 2 of these underneath just to filter in and get a lot of card bonuses that way in 1 turn. And then we are now into the level 5s. We do play 2 Metal Greymon. We will rarely use the when digivolving effect to digivolve one of our opponent's Digimon. We only use it if we need to, but it is for its inheritable. Being able to swing into your opponent's Digimon really helps Machinedramon in tempo. It allows us to control board state and allow us to apply pressure. I think 2 of it is fine. You could go 3, but 2 is fine. Then we do play 2 Megadramon. Megadramon here is a card that we want for the fact of its inheritable and its when digivolving effect. Sometimes you can kill 2 cool boys in 1 turn, if depending on memory statuses. You could easily just apply enough pressure and get in some attacks, and that's good. We want to be able to apply pressure by getting rid of those cool boys, because that is their advantage engine, and if we can remove it early enough, we're actually in a good spot. Then we do play 2 Metal Tyrannomon. It has a great on-play effect by being able to, for the number of tamers you have, you get to suspend your opponent's Digimons. You just need 1 cool analog man, and boom, you can lock down one of their Digimon and just keep it there. And that lockdown can help lead you into scenarios where you're not dying too easily, but you're all set. But the inheritable is really nasty because it's an all turns effect and it's once per turn, not a hard once per turn. But as long as it's in the sources, if you get 2 of these in there, you're trashing 2 security very easily by just deleting one of your opponent's Digimon. And we're just kind of that grindy matchup. We want to just take the tempo as it is. And that is one huge thing, because as long as we're deleting their Digimon, we're in a good spot. Then we have 1 Metal Greymon. This Metal Greymon is in here for not its security plus, but because of its inheritable, the extra 3000 DP really does add up. Then we have Megadramon, the EX one. This card is just basically in here not for its on play. It's mostly for that extra security check, but its on play does and can come up depending on certain matchups. Then we do play 1 Megadramon from that starter deck. This Megadramon just inheritable blocker. Just blocker is needed. Then we have Gigadramon. This Gigadramon it's brand new in the set. It has its own jamming effect, but it has reboot as an inheritable. So what's really nice is you can promote up a little bit earlier with your Guardramon. If you have this on your stack, this will allow you to get that draw advantage early enough where it can matter. That jamming just comes up sometimes. Then we have 1 Metal Tyrannomon, 1 Androidmon, and then 1 Metal Mamma. All 3 have the same when Digivolving effect, getting to check the top 3, add a machine, level 6 basically, to your hand, and then trash the rest. But they each have a really good inheritable. This one gives reboot. This one gives jamming, blocker, and this one gets to delete level 5s. So what's really nasty, well, play costs 5. So what's really nasty is if you time this right, you can kill a rookie with this and lead to applying a lot of damage to your opponent. Because if you can de-digivolve it back to its champion state, most champions are 5 costs, so you get to just blow them up that way. Then we do play 1 Metal Greymon with Piercing inheritable from EX. 1, this card is when attacking, when attacking a player, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. So this can really apply pressure by deleting rookies early on. Really nice. Then we have Megadramon. This one is treated as a black card, but it is the fact of the matter is that it gives an extra 2000 DP. So this makes us so we can get over Omnimons very easily when comboed with these 2. Then we do have the Machini Boys themselves. So we have Machinedramon himself, the new one from BT-11. This card is straight up gas. This card allows us to basically on play when Digivolving, look at the top 5 cards, either put a machine or cyborg in our hand or underneath him. But if there's an analog man, we get to add it for free. Really powerful. But on deletion, put an analog man from your field to the bottom of your deck. Play a Machinedramon from your hand. Can lead to being some crazy shenanigans, especially on push turns. Especially if set up correctly, you can get into another Machinedramon, extending your plays and going crazy from there. And we do have 3 EX Machinedramon because Machinedramon here is on play. This Digimon add 5 different numbered in their, their set, not their names, but cyborg level 5s underneath this Digimon, and then basically gain a memory for each one done. But also it is protected from minusing its DP, so yellow, get out of here. But also it has one last nifty feature. Anytime this Digimon would be deleted, you can remove 2 level 5 cyborgs to prevent its deletion. So that gets really nasty, especially if your opponent can't de-digivolve him twice. That can lead to being some very great plays. And then we do have 4 Chaosdramon. Chaosdramon here is another big boy himself. This card alone can lead to being some nasty plays. Because of his effect, he gets to on play or when digivolving, add 3 level 5s with different numbers underneath this Digimon. You get to de-digivolve your opponent's Digimon by the amount of cards you put underneath. But also, what's really nice is his inheritable will help protect itself. And what do I mean by that? You get to basically do the same thing with Megadramon, but this one protects against being bounced to hand or put to the bottom of your deck, and from deletion itself. So it's really good in the blue matchups and stuff like that that try to remove this body. Then we do have 3 Analog Man. Analog Man is basically the heart and soul of the deck now, because the effect is you get to trash one of your level 5s, speeding up your graveyard, but also gaining a memory, extending your plays, and drawing cards out of the deal. And he also helps redirect when your opponent tries to attack you. Then you do have Attack of the Heavy Mobile Machine. This card is your closer card. This card, really ridiculous, because you may trash one cyborg or machine, doesn't matter what level. Now the next level 6 basically you play, then all the level 6 you play gain rush or gain blitz as long as they have a source underneath, but the rush can happen anytime you build up. So let's say you build up a stack and you go from there. That's another way of getting there, in my opinion. So guys, keep that on your radar. Then we do have 2 Black Mem boosts, just to help search the deck for more pieces and get you there. Then we have Hyper Infinity Cannon. This card is straight up for the reason of being able to de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon for a less cost, especially after you've gone through Chaosdramon and it's still on the board. This sometimes can get you back another piece into the stack, which you might need. Sometimes you just need an inheritable back that you didn't have before, but being able to de-digivolve your opponent's Digimon by 3 and then delete anything with a 6,000 DP play cost might mean you get to kill an X antibody very easily. And then we do have 1 Ultimate Connection, because Ultimate Connection is the jam. So Ultimate Connection, trash a level 5 cyborg, and then gain a memory, draw a card. Well, gain 2 memory, draw a card. This card is an extender. It really does come in handy, especially at the right times, but that's all in all good stuff. I think this is a great deck. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the list. How are you building Machinedramon for your tournaments? Guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.